maybe we should get started, like a little bit at least. So Kyle, what have you been listening to this week? What's been catching your ear?
I am having so much trouble getting you back up here. Hold on. What happens if I hit this? Cool.
Am I back?
No,
Oh,
um
I just saw Cashbox versus Step Bros. Oh no.
I'm going to
To anybody who will watch this in the future, and wonder if it's gonna get better, no.
This is as good as it gets. Be
This is
grateful.
as good as it gets. 20 minutes of trying to figure out how to stream.
We're back.
All right, all right,
All right.
all right. So,
What have I been listening to? Give me
yeah, what have you been jamming? Uh, Tickle my
um
ear.
yeah. um Beach House. Beach House's new album came out.
Beach
Pretty
House?
banging. Do you know Beach House?
No.
Dream Pop. The kings of Dream
Ooh,
Pop.
I'm about that. Listening
Regina
to Space
Spektor
Song.
released a new song. I've been trying to get into Bright Eyes, so I've been listening to their album I'm Wide Awake, It's Morning, if you're a Bright Eyes fan.
Ooh, Bright Eyes? Hold on. Not a Bright Eyes fan, but fan of the song Bright Eyes by Vonnegut.
No recollection.
Oh, well. Imagine Fallout Boy,
Mm-hmm.
but like there's also a rapper in the band.
So like Linkin Park, but without the cool electronics?
Uh, not at all.
Oh, okay. Well, what do I know? I don't know anything.
Hold on, let me hit you with it. I figure you can probably play this on stream. I don't know you'll get copyrighted for this. I mean, we're gonna get copyrighted anyways.
What are they gonna do for our Toby Mac?
Yeah, what are they gonna do? Take all they can do is take our video away. Hold on.
Take me and my 3 subscribers away?
No, I need Here We Go Again. Not Bright Eyes, but they have a song called Bright Eyes.
Mm.
Yeah, there we go. I love that it's right here, and this is something I'm gonna talk about in this as well. Um, it's on the Twitch chat. This is gonna
Oh.
be something I talk about as well throughout this because this is what got me out of Jesus Jams.
Oh no.
Or this is what made
Th-
me cancel my subscription to Jesus Jams Plus.
this one right here?
The album that is pictured on this. Yeah,
Got
yeah.
pulled up on. Okay. I don't know. Let me put my volume up so I can make sure it sounds good if I play it. Okay, only
There's
8,000. There's no way to.
I mean that's just somebody re-uploaded it with that. Yeah, you can
I think it might be a little loud. I'm gonna turn it down.
No, it's. Oh wait, I'm not on. I don't have stream unmuted. There we go.
It's at least loud for me. I cannot hear myself think, so I had to turn it down.
I see. You see what I mean though? It's Fallout Boy, but like there's a rapper there.
Yeah.
Yo, I came in the door, said it before. It's
Bars.
so dumb.
Incredible. Song was featured in this album happened to be the cover, so you all know. I love the song.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best songs ever. Were they actually popular?
Oh no, not at all.
I was gonna say it doesn't look like it, but these
No,
people are
this
huge
band
fans.
did not pop off in the slightest.
Let's get this. How's that one? Oh, it's not.
Why
it's
did
not in
I see
frame.
Toby Mac tickets in there?
Oh, should we buy some Toby Mac tickets real quick?
Absolutely not. The fuck? Toby
Um,
Mac tickets, 100% guaranteed. Is that what he looks like now?
I guess so. He's got a little
Ain't no
cowboy hat.
way. Ain't no way. Scroll back up.
$37. That's it.
Damn.
There he is, right there. Just vibing.
I don't believe that's him. That does not look like Toby Mac. Where is the goatee?
Maybe it's
That
Mackie
picture I
Toad.
sent you earlier, that's the real Toby Mac.
Here we go. There you go.
Yeah, yeah,
Full blown
yeah.
hipster vibe. Oh, your face is covering him. You're just Toby
That's
Mac
fine.
now.
Fine.
Let's get our inspiration
Toby
back
Mac.
up. Boom.
That is not the Toby Mac that I know.
The new and improved Toby Mac.
Dear God. But yeah, as far as what I've been listening to, I have been listening to mostly the Persona 5 Royal and Persona 5 Strikers soundtracks because those are finally on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here with my hot take of the episode that Colors Flying High, the intro song to Persona 5 Royal, is way better in every way than the intro to Persona 5, like the normal one. What is it? Fucking
Did they
Wake
write
Up,
a
Get Out There?
Did they write a whole new song just for like the updated version of the game?
Yes, for the updated like intro for the game. And they made a whole new song for Striker's intro as well. And that song is also better than the original Persona 5 opening cuz Wake Up, Get Out There is kind of lame compared to all the other. That's what we need another night. Is a Persona 5 song tier list. Dude,
Well, I was gonna say, you know how
there's
you said you wanted to do a Fallout Boy March Madness bracket? Just do Persona 5 March Madness bracket instead.
there's so many songs though. Like I've got 3 albums of songs to go through,
That's true.
which is really fucking funny. But yeah, I've been listening to that. Kind of just like my weekly release thing, and then like the Talking Heads, or
Mm,
I guess it's just Talking Heads, which I was showing Kyle earlier, and David Byrne in his big ass suit that does not fit him whatsoever.
too big.
Um, it's a beautiful thing. Just listening to Once in a Lifetime on repeat
Mm.
over and over again.
Also,
Um,
another band you probably haven't heard of, and I've just found their song. Well, I knew them before, but wasn't huge on them. But they're releasing a new album in like I think April. It's called
oh
their
yeah,
band's called Gorilla Toss, and
Gorilla
they
Toss,
released a song called "Famously Alive," and it's basically hyper punk. And I didn't know that was really a
hyper
thing.
punk.
It's interesting. It's not as like crazy. At least I don't think it was like as crazy as like you think it could be. But I think that's
Hmm.
good because I feel like it sounds like a gimmick. I don't like saying hyperpunk because I feel
Yeah, that
pretentious
feels
saying
dirty.
it. Yeah,
That
look, I'm
feels
like
dirty.
like I gotta push my glasses off and be like, you
That
want to get
feels
it?
like a that feels like a bastardization of what punk is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's
Well,
just like punk, but with like some cool electronics in it. I'm like, oh, this is fun. Some little
okay, okay,
things, a little bit of auto
okay.
tune here and
I
there.
can dig it. I can dig it.
Yeah,
All right. So, this evening's topic.
Jesus
This
Jams Plus.
this is something, and I will probably revisit this if I ever have a following because god damn it, this shit perplexes me.
Mm-hmm. Wait,
So,
time out real quick. Is there a way to do like a collaborative listen on Spotify, and we could all just quietly listen in the background while we chit chat, or do we not want to do that?
I'd rather not just have it running the whole time,
Okay,
like just playing the music in the background. I want to talk about songs individually.
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
I want to talk about songs and or artists individually. So I've got the playlist up right now.
All right.
Um yeah. There's some shit in here, let me tell you.
Are we
So
starting at the
how do
top, or
I
where are we starting?
Dude, I don't know. I don't know where to start with this. I feel like the obvious place is like the beginning of my tastes in Christian music,
Mm-hmm.
but like
And where did that
I don't
start?
know.
I think we should start there.
So I think the funniest place is to start with Pillar. So if you play Pillar's Fireproof right there for a sec, let the viewers get a taste of that. Actually, I think we can collab listen on Discord if we want to.
Yeah, well, I think there's a button or a link you can send.
There's something.
I don't know how to. I don't think I can have it. Is it playing through?
I don't
Oh,
know.
it is playing through my desktop. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I don't know.
I don't know. Something like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
so to give you all the backstory of everything that's about to happen, I grew up in a very, very like Christian indoctrinated family. Like the claws of Jesus himself were dug in deep, I tell you.
Claws.
I sense no longer practice said religion and don't really like a lot of the numbskulls that lead it these days anyways, but it's very funny for me to look back at like these Christian bands, and that's why I wanted to do this episode of literally just like there's a pipeline. There's a very clear pipeline of like listening to this kind of Christian music, and then I guess eventually being into like I guess metalcore. Like you get piped one of two ways. You get
Mm,
piped into just like normal shit, or you get piped into metalcore because that was like the obvious transition of there's like a lot of Christian metalcore bands.
yeah, because they want to get all
Um,
those edgy kids that are starting to go away
yeah,
from being
exactly,
Christian. So they
exactly.
want to be like, well, you can be Christian and cool
Well, you
and
got to remember
depressed.
it's like 2009, 2010,
Mm-hmm.
the fucking scene explosion of metalcore, and Christianity is like quaking its boots. It's like, oh, we're gonna lose these kids to like Monster Energy and skateboarding. What do we do? And the youth pastors go, what if we also drink Monster Energy and start skateboarding? And that's just what happened. Like we Christian bands just like became cool for like a hot second. Like they were making good music and like I don't
For
know
the
how to
time.
describe it other than that. Like wait, what'd you say?
I said for the time they were making
Whoa,
good.
whoa, whoa. I don't know. We'll get into that.
I mean,
I
you
think
were
some of
you were
this
much
shit
more in than I was, so
I think some of this shit is really good. Like some of this is genuinely really good.
yeah,
So I guess again, so
that's
best
fair.
place to start, Fireproof, Pillar. So
Pillar.
my dad was one of the leaders for the local youth group back in the day.
So he had to be
And
cool.
yeah, he had to be cool.
He had to
So
start
so if you're
skateboarding and
leading,
drinking
if you're a youth
Monster.
pastor, if you're a youth pastor, you've got to be the coolest man on the planet, which immediately invalidates you trying to be cool. Like it seriously just like takes your cool value down like at least 20 points because everybody can see that you are trying as hard as you can to be like hip with the kids, but you're actually just like a 40-year-old dude that just really loves God.
Yeah, I okay. I know we're not. I know we're probably jumping ahead a bit, but that was like one of my youth leaders is when they showed with the Family Force 5 song Love Addict, and
Oh,
she
we're getting
played
to that
it,
eventually.
and
Don't you
literally
worry.
all of us, like all us kids, just like looked and was like, what the heck is this? Like, I think she thought she was gonna be cool, like showing us like all the cool, edgy, rock
Yeah, like
music, and we
here's
just
what the
looked at it like,
cool
is this song
Christian kids
about
are
the no
listening
no?
to.
And she's like, no, it's about loving God. We're like, no, it's about the no no.
No, I don't think so.
She's
That's
like,
the other thing
no.
about all of these artists is they all tread this weird line of like being like very, very almost not Christian in everything they do,
Mm-hmm.
but like also still being like, nah, it's about God, bro. It's
It
about God.
it's the idea of making it sound like it's about one thing when really it's just about God,
Yeah.
which is
Because
probably like the biggest issue with it.
most of the stuff in this playlist is relatively like accessible music that was just like written by Christians. I think that's the best way to describe it. So we've got Fireproof by Pillar. It's pretty obvious, I think, what this is like playing off of, but like, so basically, again, my dad is like, he's not a youth pastor, but he's like one of those dudes that just helps out the youth group whenever he can, because he's big into the church, the community, all that good stuff. Um, that's his like social circle. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So at the time, all the kids in the youth group are like very into new metal. So that's kind of what Pillar is. It's literally just Christian new metal that wasn't POD. Because like
Mm.
POD had a couple big ones.
What
Like
was POD?
I've what do you mean? What is POD?
What I don't know what that stands for.
It's a band.
I don't know the band.
What,
Yeah, dude, you know I missed out on like anything
bro?
cool from like that
Bruh.
time period.
There's no way you're out here telling me you ain't heard of POD.
Well, does it not stand for anything? Is it literally just POD?
I
Oh, yep.
think it stands for Playable on Death, but God only knows.
Youth, and this was a Christian band as well.
Literally, God. Yeah, they're a Christian band.
I was gonna say I can tell by the name of their things like Youth of the Nation,
Oh
Boom,
yeah, baby.
Alive, Chris
Oh, boom!
Chris
You have
Lord.
heard boom. You have heard boom.
You think I'm all right?
I tell you what though, when Alive comes on by POD, I am a born again Christian for the next 3 minutes and 25 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. That is the most like that is the Christianity anthem of like 2003 or whenever
Mm-hmm.
Satellite 2001 when Satellite came out.
Holy
Also,
cow.
like look at that album cover for Satellite.
That it looks like a Backstreet Boys album cover. If I'm being
Look at that
honest,
shit, dude.
I feel like I'm about to gonna click on it and like
That's sick as fuck.
Backstreet Back is gonna come on.
Like that's the good shit right there. But yeah, like Alive, oof. Good song, good song. All of POD, good music.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
have.
Pillar was kind of like the even heavier version of POD that the kids were listening to.
Mm.
So my dad gets the CD and he starts playing it in the car a bunch. And like he basically like this is probably where the divorce started. Starts pissing my mom off with it cuz she's like I don't want to listen to all that. It's out of my wheelhouse. Um and like but like my brother and my dad love it and I at first was like nah, I'm not about this. Don't care for it all that much.
Mm-hmm.
Looking back on it, I was a fool. I was a genuine fool. That shit is so sick. It is just like good. Like I guess it's definitely new metal. Like if we check out Pillars, oh I gotta add Echelon to this as well. That's a good one. Echelon.
Mm.
Ooh.
Well, I feel
If you
like
start
I was gonna bounce on your point where you said you were not into it at first, and I feel like that's kind of where I was with a lot of the Christian bands, which is why I missed out on a lot of stuff. Just
mm,
because I was like, well, if you're like, I don't want to like your band just because like you're a Christian. I want to like your band because you have good music and you're a Christian.
oh
I
no
was a
no no
pretentious middle
no no
schooler,
no. That was not how it went at my house, my friend.
you
It was
know.
absolutely like it was all the way like you're gonna like this because it's Christian and like
Mm.
this is what you're gonna listen to because it's Christian and we don't want our sweet boy getting corrupted by secular
By
music.
System of a Down.
Dude, my dad might have killed me if he caught me listening to System of a Down. Cause like not only was he like big Christian, he's also big conservative
Mm-hmm.
as
I
well.
was gonna say because
Like
they weren't even
so
like anti. At least from what I can recall, System of a Down wasn't like anti-religion or anything, right? I don't think they
uh
really talked about religion
maybe a
much
little
outside of
bit.
like maybe toxic religion, but
Where is Armenia at? I think that'll let me know. I know it's Eastern Europe. Don't y'all worry about that. Near
we
Azerbaijan,
got we got ourselves a history buff here. He knows.
Georgia, Turkey. Yeah, 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 yeah. They probably have some anti-religious sentiment against the Orthodox Church.
I mean, doesn't everybody nowadays?
That's my guess, anyways. Um,
Pumpkin
but
spice,
yeah.
your hi Pam.
Yo, Pam, we're talking about Jesus jams.
The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide you are not going to stay where you are, but we would like you to stay
Mm-hmm.
here and watch our stream.
Yeah. Haha. Good one. Good one.
I'm killer at
So
this.
yeah, from there, all right. So we kind of have the backstory of like my dad helped out with like the youth group and stuff when I was like a young kid. Very slick. Damon's here too. Let's go.
Oh,
Yo, Damon. Let me know if Damon is with the Jesus jams. If he ever had like any of these experiences.
I'll
Jesus was at the wheel for the first. Oh yeah, probably like 18 years of my life.
I'm about to
That's like
be
the worst part is like I didn't really fall out with religion until like college. And then college hit and I took all of my like lower level history courses and I straight up went, "Oh, religion exists to control people."
It's like, and then they did this, and then they did this.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That was the point where I was just like, "Huh, I don't like that."
Mm-hmm.
But all right, so from there, my brother and I, we growing up as kids, you kind of just listen to whatever your parents listen to.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was how we heard Pillar, and probably Pillar sparked a little bit of the seeds of my parents' divorce. Maybe definitely didn't finalize it. That was a chili cook-off.
Oh
Um, have I told you that story?
no, you haven't.
Ah, it's a great one, and it's so funny to look back on because like it definitely didn't happen that way, but it's so funny to think about it that way.
Mm-hmm.
So last digression before I get on to the God himself, Toby Mac. Um, so basically, every year for the Super Bowl, there was a chili cook-off. So we would always go to our same friend's house every year for the Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and there was always a chili cook-off. And every single year, My mom entered that shit. She was like, "Yeah, I got a new recipe. I'm trying out some new like spices or something like that."
Mm-hmm.
And every single year she would lose. Like without fail, my mom would lose
Aw.
the chili cook-off
That's so
every single
sad.
year. So one year, my mom goes, "Fuck this. I'm not trying the damn chili cook-off. I always lose. Why do I do it anyways?" Damon said chili is my favorite food. Might be my dad's after this story. So my dad then goes, "Well, I don't want our household to look lame. I gotta defend the honor of the family." So my dad goes, "All right, well, I'll do the chili cook-off this year. I'll try my
Oh
hand at it. I'll
no.
make a chili real quick." My dad goes in on the. She did not put the Peruvian puff peppers in it.
I'm glad you stopped for that because I couldn't hold my laugh for a minute.
Yeah, no, no, no. My dad did not cheat and use the Peruvian puff peppers. However, my dad tried his hand at the chili, and I think going into that night, I think I knew he was gonna win. He let my brother and I sample it beforehand, and I was like, "Oh wow, like I really like this." My dad goes in and like whoops everybody's ass in this chili cook-off, wins first place handedly, and literally every motherfucker there is like, "Yo, this is the best chili I've ever had." And then, on an unrelated note, my parents separated about 3 months after that, so you connect the dots. And yeah, that's
It's the
the story
chili.
of how my family was
Chili
torn
too
apart
good.
by a chili cook-off.
Mm-hmm. I
So
mean, that's one way to go, I
I
guess.
think there's worse ways for a family to be divorced.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you know. But yeah, that's always my funny dramatization of it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure there was obviously more things going on than a chili cook-off, but
No,
it's
that was
way
it.
funnier for me to think about it that
It
way.
was just the chili. That was it. The only
Had to be
reason.
the chili, bro. That was some good chili.
Still
I
thinking
can't
about it to
even
this
lie. I
day.
get it. I can't even lie. I get it. I get it.
Incredible.
But yeah, so from there I go from like not really giving a shit about like any music to be honest cuz I'm just listening to whatever my parents have
Mm.
to then my dad bestows upon my brother and I our first CD and he gives it to us and he's like, "This is bring my dad's chili to the next get together. We can eat the divorce chili together." I got to see if he's got the recipe. We could probably make that happen. Good lord. Um so yeah, from there we've got my dad. I can picture the day so clearly. My brother and I
Mm.
are in the basement. We're playing. We're probably playing Star Wars, Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast on the GameCube.
Oh man.
Because that was the poppin' game in 2005, which was what
5.
I was playing in 2005 because my family never bought a console the year it came out. I would get whatever console was like the old generation the year that the new ones came out, always growing up. So like I got my GameCube in like 2005, bro, when the Xbox 360 came out.
Well, oh wait, the
And I
GameCube
know
came out in
that
2001.
yeah, but here's the
Never
thing.
mind.
I know I got it the year the Xbox 360 came out because the family friends that sold us our GameCube sold it to buy an Xbox 360.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was getting a generation old console at that point, but like I couldn't
Mm.
have been happier because I just wanted a GameCube.
Oh, GameCube slaps.
Yeah. So my brother and I are down there. We're playing this. It's like a Star Wars shooter. It's probably one of like my favorite shooters of all time because it's just reckless.
Mm.
It's very fun. But my dad comes down and he goes, "Hey, I just got this CD
Goodness gracious.
that I'm gonna give to you guys. I think like you guys would really, really like this."
Mm.
And this CD would ultimately go on to change my life, I would say. And that was Welcome to Diverse City by Toby Mac. No, it was
Oh.
not Battlefront. It was Jedi Knight 2 Jedi Outcast, the better Star Wars shooter, I will say.
All right. Well, hold on now. I haven't played the whatever the one you're talking about, but I've played Star Wars Battlefront.
I'm telling you, Jedi Knight's better.
All right. Well, coming soon, video game podcast.
No, we can fight about everything on this. The
Yeah,
Not Very Radio is open to all
that's
discussions.
true.
But yeah, so we got Toby Mac's Welcome to Diverse City,
Mm.
and let me tell you, I have never heard an album that doesn't know what to do with itself more than this album.
I'm gonna pull this up on
That needs to
Spotify real
happen. I
quick.
agree. This album is all over the goddamn place. Like, you've got like the peppy, like upbeat of like Hey Now,
Mm-hmm.
of it's like so good. It's like, kind of poppy and that stuff. You got Catch a Fire, Whoopsie Daisy, which like is almost a new metal track. Oh no, the Slam is definitely a new metal track. Uh Atmosphere is like a weird like ballad thing. Uh Gone is like a poppy like, oh no, my girlfriend left type of thing.
But it's not my girlfriend. It's Jesus. But he
Yeah.
actually didn't leave. He's
Yeah,
always there.
I lost connection with Jesus. But I'm gonna say it was girlfriend. Meanwhile, this dude's like been married for like ages. Yo,
Yeah.
what disrespect? Why does True Dog the Return have less than a million plays?
What's
I'm
the
kind of
album
hurt by
called?
that.
Is it Welcome to Diverse City? Oh,
Oh
yep.
yes, sir. Look at that. Hold on. I want you to take and appreciate the Rasta colors on it.
I did see that.
Mm-hmm.
He's really just pulling out all the stops here.
This was the coolest guy on earth from the years of maybe like 2004 to 2010. I swear to God.
Mm.
This is the coolest man on earth to me, growing up as a young Christian child.
There was a certain swagger to all the youth pastors back then. I don't know if they still have
This
it, but I
dude,
guess Toby Mac gave it to all of them. He just
you
like
pull up a picture of Toby Mac right
spread
now.
it.
This is just a youth pastor that made every kind of music that you could think about.
Where is he at?
He just looks like a youth pastor, like the old
Here
Toby
he
Mac.
is.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I'm waiting for it to
Ooh,
come up on your screen. Yeah, like,
boom.
yeah, like
Is that the one we're
that
looking for?
that's the cool youth pastor right there. So imagine this dude making every kind of
Oh,
music that
even
you could
better.
possibly think of. Like,
Oh,
there is every genre on this album, and I'm gonna be completely non-joking, unironic. This album is still fantastic. And like, I'll be real, this is what made me like personally want to just make every genre of music possible. Like, I straight up write everything these days and I
mm.
blame this album for it. Like, nothing makes sense that I do, and it's this album's fault for
If
sure.
if I would have listened to this music back then, I would have started wearing beanies like 10 years earlier. If I would have knew
Oh,
they were cool back
absolutely.
then. I was
Absolutely.
10 years late on the trend apparently.
So yeah, from there, if I go back to Jesus Jams Plus, so from there, like, I grew up pretty much listening to Toby Mac, Pillar, like I eventually got into Pillar, and Cutlass was another one. Amazing. But actually, no. I think I'm remembering it now. I don't know if this was the order. No, because we had the CD first. But Kyle, did you ever watch Angel Wars?
I don't think so. What is that?
Oh, the gold mine of crappy children's Christian programming. It is like, so VeggieTales is actually like
High tier.
funny. Yeah, high tier VeggieTales. Angel Wars probably is really bad. Hold on, let
Mm-hmm.
me. I think I want to just do a. Oh, oh, it's so bad, dude. It is literally so 2004,
Mm-hmm.
like the early CGI.
Oh,
Uh-huh. And
Pizza
in
Angel.
every, huh?
Sorry, Pam said Pizza Angel. Is that related?
Pizza Angel?
All right, we'll
Pizza
follow up.
Angel
Pam, you
with
have to
top
follow
tier.
up on us with
Yeah,
that
follow
one.
up on that real quick. But Angel Wars, so early CGI, and it's like, so it like takes actual stories from the Bible of
Mm-hmm.
like the angels doing battle, which is sick as fuck to any like Christian kid, because like, oh cool, I get to see violence now. That's
Mm-hmm.
sick.
Looks like we got somebody trying to make us click on a link.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to get rid of them.
Destination Big Follows. Oh, silly song. Oh, from VeggieTales.
So these songs with Larry absolutely bangs.
Pizza Angel is a silly song.
Oh, it's
Oh
a
my
silly song.
god.
Oh.
Oh.
I understand.
So yeah, but so these angels, it's kind of on the same tier as like Bible Man. Actually, I remember for Christmas getting an Angel Wars DVD and a Bible Man DVD like in the same year. But yeah, so like basically I think it follows like two like angels in training or something like that, and
Mm-hmm.
like they're trying to like earn their wings or whatever, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
War between good and evil, all that good shit, early CGI. I remember the villain was pretty creepy
Probably
looking.
Satan.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, this morgue guy, and he like, I swear he ate motherfuckers. Like I swear this man was on some vor shit. Like, and that was in a Christian children's cartoon. Like this man just straight up like fucking ate somebody, and I was like, damn,
This man?
that's crazy.
Is this right?
Hold on, yeah,
I got him up on stream right now. This little beetle-looking man.
yeah, that is not. Is that the guy?
I
I don't
typed
know.
in.
Maybe I had a later episode and like he was good, and then like fallen angel kind of thing went bad, but there was like a robo version of him that I swear straight up ate somebody.
This pig mode of Ganondorf. Is that him?
No, that's not him. That's not the one I remember. I found him by just typing in Angel Wars, but yeah, I'm glad that you're
What
like
up?
following this up.
Who the heck is this?
Oh, that's a British YouTuber.
Uh yeah, I'm trying
Yeah,
to keep up with the
yeah, with
this
the
nice up to
Angel Wars
date
discourse. The big point to
Guardian
all this is
Force.
like yeah, Angel Wars Guardian
Is
Force.
this like Christian Power Rangers?
It's yeah, it's kind of like Christian Power Rangers.
That girl's got
No, no,
the goblin glider.
no, no. Bible Man was absolutely Christian Power Rangers, without a doubt. It's the same damn thing.
Boom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, like the hold on, go back.
It's just the Avengers.
Yeah, that's the shit right there. So every one of
Until we
these
let
Angel
up.
Wars DVDs would be included with three songs from like the hot Christian artists, and like their music videos would be on
Mm.
the Angel Wars DVDs. So Toby Mac's Gone was on it, and I was like, oh, this goes so crazy. This is so sick. Let me tell you about two other ones. So this is
Mm.
kind of where it keeps going, and I get into more of this Christian music. Is they have these Christian artist music videos on Angel Wars, and that's how I keep getting into it. So we had "Shut Me Out" by Cutlass, sick video, absolutely sick video. They're like trying to send a weird like, I think they're just trying to like contact God himself and be like, humanity has failed. And God is like, now all will hear my message or something like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
something ridiculous, but
Wait,
like,
an episode, or is that the song? What the song's talking about?
no, that's the song's music video. That is the
Oh, the
music video for
song's
"Shut
music
Me Out" by
video.
Cutlass. I haven't seen that in well over 15 years, but that's what I'm saying happens in it.
That sounds like a little too like dark for.
It was pretty sick. You and Damon are
Okay,
gonna
no,
work out.
bye.
All right, I'll talk to you later, Pam.
Bye.
But yeah, so we've got "Shut Me Out," and on the same one, there was a video that traumatized me as a kid
Mm-hmm.
on this, Christian children's DVD that we had. The music video for "One Thing I Have Left" by Hawk Nelson, Christian pop punk band, or I, I guess they were
Christian
kind of the
pop punk.
Christian like red jumpsuit apparatus.
Mm-hmm.
I guess is the better way to put it. Do you have them playing right now or anything like that?
No, I don't have anything playing in the background. I wasn't
Okay,
sure if I
that's
should or.
probably for the best, so we don't get demonetized. But
That was
like,
my thought. Also, if I upload it to YouTube.
yeah,
And wait, sorry, who's the red jumpsuit apparatus people?
Hawk Nelson
Hawk
is like the
Nelson.
Christian red jumpsuit apparatus.
Gotcha. Are they
Yeah,
in?
it's
Okay, I
kind of
see
like
it.
that. So they had a video on. It was one of the Angel Wars episodes.
Mm.
Um, and straight up, like, I was traumatized by that video because I was like, why? It was about a junkyard dog like
Mhm.
attacking a kid who was trying to get like his model airplane back or some shit.
Mhm.
Um, and like he leaves the dog in the junkyard, and the
Mhm.
dog looks so sad, and I was like, what? Why'd he leave the sad dog behind? Like he could have broke the dog out of the junkyard and like could have taken the dog home, and I was so sad about that
Why do you
as
leave
a
the
kid.
dog?
Because it's a junkyard dog that was trying to kill him because he was entering property that he wasn't supposed to be on.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah, but also like, that dog looked pretty sad. He should have
Mm-hmm.
taken the dog with him.
Yeah, exactly. The kid should have risked his life for it. You know.
Exactly.
What would
If he
Jesus
gets
do?
bit, he gets bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, from there it's a lot of that. I remember there was also I went
Mm-hmm.
to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes as well.
Ooh, now that is the
Um,
cool kids club.
yeah, that was the cool kids club. So not only did you like Jesus, but you also played soccer. Um, yeah, that I went to that
Mm-hmm.
shit. Which was pretty fun. And every year they had this like mix CD called Pumped, and it was all like Christian artists that go hard as fuck. I want to see if I
Mm-hmm.
can find these. Oh, yeah.
All right. Speaking of like traumatized religious situations, I don't know if this was only like a Catholic thing, but like I
Maybe.
remember, I mean, I think I moved end of third grade, so it had to be like third grade or before, I guess. I remember my parents were watching, or somebody in my house, I guess, was watching like a movie that was like depicting like the Jesus story or whatever. So like I'm there, like third grade or under, and they're like taking him and they're putting his hands there and they're holding nails up to him, and I'm like, what the hell? I'm like running away to my room. I'm like, I'm not watching like this man get nailed in the hands. Like what the
Oh, were
heck?
they what? Were they making you watch like the Passion of the Christ or something?
I don't know what it was. I don't think I had to watch. I think it was just like on, and I was like young, and I was like, okay, and I was like watching a good bit of it. I just remember like as soon as like they were about to like nail in the hand, I just like turned away and walked to my room, and then you just hear it go bing, and I'm like, uh.
Yeah, that
Third,
doesn't
second
sound
grade me,
great.
I'm just like, no. I'm like, I'm too young for this.
Let's see here. I'm trying to find the exact song, but yeah. So I would go to the FCA camp every year.
Mm-hmm.
We would play soccer, watch VeggieTales, all that good shit. Um,
Watch
and every year
VeggieTales.
they had a mix CD that they were selling,
Mm-hmm.
and every single year it had some bangers on it. Like
Mm-hmm.
we're talking, there was obviously Toby Mac on it,
Mm-hmm.
Cutlass, Pillar, like all these bands I've named before.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then they also had one of the ones that I found from this was Thousand Foot Crutch, which I know you know Thousand
I.
Foot Crutch.
When was that? Because like I didn't think, or at least I found out about him like in high school. Like that was like 10th grade, and I thought they were like
Oh,
fairly new when I
really?
found them.
No, this was maybe like I'm trying to figure out what song it was. I
You
don't
you
remember.
you single handedly ruined a 1,000 foot crutch with me, crutch by mispronouncing their name.
Oh, the time I accidentally said 1,000 foot crotch in
Yeah.
the group chat.
And now every time I hear about them, that's all I think about is 1,000 foot crotch.
Yeah, I know on one of them, "Fire It Up" by 1,000 Foot Crutch was on it. That
Mm.
absolutely was on one of those mixes.
Oh, they do have a good bit of old stuff, huh?
Oh yeah, dude, they go back. They were one that like didn't make it for the longest time, and then all of a sudden people were like, "Wait a minute,
Mm.
this band's good."
What's
Um, I
one of
don't
like
know if
my
there's any of.
biggest pet peeves in music is using the phrase "set it off" because I feel like I just see it all the time.
Yeah,
And I've been seeing it a lot just like the past 30 minutes, I feel like.
yeah, definitely. Well, it's all Christian bands. They all say the same shit.
Mhm. That's true.
Um, so from there, yeah, we've got some Toby Mac, we've got some Pillar, 1,000 Foot Crutch. I'm kind of chilling here. Hawk
Mhm.
Nelson, great song, traumatizing music video for no fucking reason. Uh, like literally, I should not have been traumatized by that. And my dad tried consoling me so hard. He's like, "No, it's a junkyard dog. Like he has to stay
A
there.
dog was a
Like
metaphor for
that's his
Satan.
home. You can't take the dog from his home." And I'm just like, "But the dog looks so sad." Um, but yeah. So from there, I think it's time. Oh, I have another youth group story.
Oh.
So another youth group, different youth group, in fact, because
Mhm.
we jumped around churches a while. Because like we had our original church that I think my parents went to like when I was growing up.
Mhm.
And my brother and I were like, this church is boring. We do
Mhm.
not want to be here. And like me, somebody who probably had some kind of attention deficit, like would not behave in a boring setting.
Mhm.
So we jumped around churches a lot trying to just like find a place that like my brother and I would actually be entertained at.
Mhm.
And like while we were doing this, we went to a We went to a, and this was during that period of like the church has to be cool.
Mm-hmm.
We went to a Christian skate off, and it was like just a whole bunch of dudes skateboarding, blasting these music artists, 1,000 Foot Crutch, Pillar, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of it, it's probably like either like right before the last guy does his run or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude gets up and starts to like give a sermon, as they do, because this is a
Yeah.
Christian event.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I want to talk to you guys about your purpose in life. Blah, 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 blah. Basically gets down to the message of just like, I never found my purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I never found my purpose until I found Jesus. And then it's just like
Sa.
that switch. He goes, it's just like that Switchfoot song. And I found out what I was meant to live for. And then this dude just drops in and starts fucking kick flipping after saying that. And that was the
Incredible.
sickest thing I've seen ever. But Switchfoot, banger band. Absolutely just a banger band.
See, whenever you talk about people like that, I just want to like get a little rundown of where are they now?
Yeah, I want to know what that guy's doing
Like,
now.
where's the switchfoot kickflip guy?
Yeah. Where's the dude who said, I found out what I was meant to live for, just like Switchfoot, and then dropped in on that half pipe?
Mm-hmm.
That I want to find that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That, oh my God. So yeah, that's kind of most of my exposure to it. Eventually, I start going to a youth group myself because my parents are like, you should get more involved with,
Mm-hmm.
well, so basically in 6th grade, I had negative friends because I was a fucking loser,
Mm-hmm.
um, as most 6th graders are.
Amen.
But particularly, I was a fucking loser.
We have Jesus here. We have the Angel Wars Guardian
Yeah,
Force.
we're literally talking about Jesus,
Yeah,
James.
this is our
We're
dissection of the
the
rock Christian
Christian.
genre of the 2000s.
Yeah, this is our dissection of the Christian music pipeline and how all Christianity leads to metalcore. That's basically where this is going. But yeah, from there, I start going to youth group myself, and one of my friends in there, I'll talk about some of the stuff he did later, but was very not about this band. But there
Mm-hmm.
was a certain band that every single fucking loser school. It's Nick Murray, by the way.
Oh, no
Hey
way.
yo,
Incredible. How's it going?
dog, that is a name I have not heard in so long.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing well,
Yeah.
Nick.
Yeah. I hope you're doing well
Oh
as
my
well.
god. Yo, that's so sick.
Incredible.
I don't even know if I'm somebody that Nick would remember, but fuck it.
Dude, it's been
I
like,
do remember the name Nick Murray.
yeah.
I don't even remember why I remember the name, but it was a name that was said so many times. I was just like, damn,
mm.
dude, got to be
You,
important.
yeah. Oh, you were good
Nah,
friends.
Paul, we didn't talk. That's fair. That's fair. I
We were
was
good
gonna say
friends. We
I
had a
don't think
couple
I.
classes with Henry as well.
Oh God, it was said a lot. It was just. It's one of those names that rolls off the tongue. Like I don't know what it is about it. You got to say the whole name. I was an asshole, dude. Here's the
I
thing
think the
though.
term controversial is better.
Dude, here's the thing. You can look back and be like, yeah, I was an asshole in high school. Everybody was. I was an asshole in high school, and I sat there and played the fucking victim in everything that I did. Like, I was horrible in high school.
I
How the
was
fuck were you friends with me, Kyle?
I I didn't really get it. To be fair, like no offense to anybody, you or Nick or anybody, I didn't really choose my friends. Henry just kind of found me and said, "These are your friends,"
These are your friends now.
just like he did with Damon.
Literally, that was literally the process.
Yeah.
But all right, so we're going to fucking youth group, and there's this new band that everybody in youth group is going bonkers for.
Hmm.
I don't know if Kyle does.
I
I
do not
do.
have one.
And that's actually we're talking in mine right now.
I've thought about making one,
If we
but
wanna link mine, you can. Because obviously you'll post like when you're live in it and stuff most of the time.
I don't know how
But
to link yours.
you can just hit like the plus button on like any of the channels and it'll create an invite.
Oh wait, can you send it? Because if I move it, it's gonna get rid of your
Oh
face
yeah,
cam
yeah, yeah. It's
again.
gonna get rid of my face. There we go.
I wish I had two monitors, man. I need to figure out how to plug another one in.
Yeah, you gotta get like the splitter or something.
Yeah.
The gorilla spinner,
OBS or Twitch, I got you.
orangutan. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the mine. I did it like a year ago, but got burned out. Dude, that's totally fair. Like I
Mm.
straight up, I have gotten very close to burning out multiple times. I'll take like a week off, and
Mm-hmm.
then some game I actually want to play will come out.
Yeah, I use it honestly as motivation to play Pokemon because I've been really trying to beat Pearl right now. So
Dude,
I'm
same.
like, all right, if I just
Although I
stream
don't
once
touch
a
it.
week for like an hour, that's an hour in. All I have to do is do that a couple times, and the game will be over in no time.
Yeah, I feel that. It does kind of just turn into a job at some point, and it's just like I have to stream tonight. And it's like I think once I became okay with just like not streaming and being like no one's going to give a fuck if I don't, then I
Mm.
was like, okay, I can play games when I want to.
Mm. Well, now that you're in the
And then
Halo League, it
yeah, I was
probably
going to
helps
say then
you
I joined a
stream a lot
fucking
easier.
Halo or I made a Halo team with my friends and now I am like forced to play Halo. Thankfully it's still what I want to play, but like whether I want to play it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly, just doing it when you want.
Yeah, that's what I
Anyways,
do. I just do it
I
whenever
got
I
to get
feel
through
like it.
this.
Oh yeah.
So the band
Please tell me it's the band
the
I'm hoping
band
it
that
is.
everybody is talking about at this youth group. We all know them. We all know them. It's fucking Skillet, bro.
Yes.
Everyone is going nuts for Skillet at this youth group.
Yes.
They're literally like losing their minds, being like, this is the greatest band that has ever existed.
Mm.
Now,
At the time, they were.
I obviously gave them a chance. I succumbed to peer pressure, as
Mm-hmm.
most middle and high schoolers do. And I was like, yeah, let me listen to this Skillet band. They're probably pretty good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna be honest, I never cared for them. Like they're
Really.
really funny to look back on because they are so edgy for
Mm-hmm.
no reason other than like it's a late 2000s like hard rock band and every
Mm-hmm.
one of those was edgy. So like they're basically the Christian 3 Days Grace, I'd say.
Honest, funny you say that because I found 3 Days Grace and Skillet from the same place, and that was, if I'm
Really,
not mistaken, the SmackDown versus Raw
I knew that was coming.
2007 soundtrack.
Were they?
It was
Was Skillet
2007 or
on that?
8. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I know 3 Days Grace was on
Mm-hmm.
07s. I don't remember if Skillet was.
They were. 'Cause that's literally how I found them. I was like, oh, this song's so cool, and that's that. I also at that time, I didn't know they were Christian. I was like, oh, and then they're Christian too. This is the best
Oh,
band
yeah, you
ever.
know what? That would make sense because Comatose came out in '06.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, okay, okay. It's all coming
Yeah.
together.
I was like, ooh, this is the stuff. And Brad's like, this is screamo music. I'm like, no, it's for God.
Yeah, they're screaming about Jesus, baby.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Ooh.
everybody's going nuts for Skillet.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm honestly at that time, I'm like, it's good, but like every song is the exact same thing. I just don't get it at that point in my life. Because again, I grew up listening to Toby Mac, where this man does a different genre for every fucking song.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's all over the goddamn place. It is peak Skillet like hype. And who should go on tour together? None other than Toby Mac and Skillet for the Awake Tonight tour, promoting Skillet's album Awake and Toby Mac's album Tonight. And as you
Please
can
tell
see
me
in
you saw
Jesus
them.
Jams Plus playlist, there's a lovely song called Tonight from the album Tonight. And I want you to tell me who's featured on that song, Kyle.
Is it the bad man himself, Jonathan
It
Cooper?
is, yes, it is it is Jonathan Cooper of Skillet.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're tracking with me here, this is shaping up to be the greatest thing a 2010 youth group kid could have ever went to. And I'll tell you what, I damn well went to it. And I had the time of my life. We went as a youth group. They rented a goddamn van and just shuttled all of us down into Baltimore into what is now Royal Farms Arena. And I tell you what, balled out watching Skillet and Toby Mac.
Incredible.
I want to say that night, Toby Mac was the headliner,
Mm-hmm.
and thank God, because like again, Skillet was cool. They were fun. They had a lot of pyrotechnics and stuff. Toby Mac fucking performed. Like that was just good. the whole time. Whereas like
Mm-hmm.
Skillet, I'm just like, yeah, you played that song like 4 times now. Like, please get on with it.
Yeah, their
So
their
then,
songs weren't very diverse.
no, not at all, bro. They're all the same. They also, so that was like, I think that was actually like my first concert ever
It's a good
was
one.
Toby Mac and Skillet.
That's
At least
powerful.
that I remember. That's a powerful experience, I tell
Powerful
you what.
duo.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Would you believe it if I told you I saw that powerful duo again later in 2010?
Okay. I think it'd be like 2018. Honestly, like that's.
No, 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 no. That didn't happen. Allow me to introduce you to the next evolution in my love of Christian music. So I kept going to that same youth group for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And my dude who was basically like an older brother to me in that his name's Mark. I wish Mark was watching this because he could probably like spin a fucking yarn about all this shit.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Mark?
I wish he was here. God, I miss Mark. But yeah. Um so he starts introducing to me to some like heavier stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he's like, oh yeah, like I was getting into Fallout Boy at that time and like starting to branch out into stuff, and he's like, nah, I don't really care for Fallout Boy anymore. I've been getting into heavier stuff now. He's like, have you ever heard of August Burns Red? And by God, that was the gateway drug to metalcore. But we're not quite there yet. He shows me, I want to say Composure by August Burns Red, and I'm just like, oh, he yelling.
Oh, he yelling.
He yelling. The whole entire song is literally just like, oh, the
Mm-hmm.
whole time. And I'm just like, this is sick. He also showed me, did I put it on here? No, I didn't.
Now,
He showed me Red as
mm,
well, which is another great, great song
mm-hmm.
from, or he showed me Breathe Into Me by Red, which is a fantastic song by them,
Mm-hmm.
and is also like, another one of those Christian bands that I like really got into. Actually, I actually covered one of their songs in an old band I was in, and god damn it, that shit goes hard.
How was the cover? Do you have a recording of it anywhere? Can we play
No,
it?
I wish I did. It would have been so bad, dude. We were so awful.
That's what
But
makes
the
it better.
song, the song was "Let Go" by Red. If we need that,
Is that one in
dude,
the?
I'm gonna be honest. I might have to break the seal real quick. I think I have to pee,
All right,
which is not good in the middle of a fucking podcast. But let me
I'll
let me
entertain them with
wrap up my
something.
thought here. So basically, yeah, that was kind of how it started to transition into the rest of the music I would start to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
However, there was one more very crucial pit stop onto my journey in Christian music, and I think that's what I'm gonna get to right after this potty
At
slash
this other pit
I'd
stop.
say ad read break, but we don't have any ads. So
Okay, I'll talk about the Jonathan Cooper stuff just while
oh,
he's gone.
absolutely.
I'll pull it
I'm
up
ready
right
for
now.
this. I'll be right back.
Why am I calling him? It's just John Cooper. I don't know. I'm calling him Jonathan Cooper. So if you don't know, Jonathan Cooper from Skillet controversy. Let's see if that helps me find anything. He has declared war against. That's not him. Shared his opinion about Joe Rogan. I don't know if I've seen this. I've just seen like a lot of people saying stuff. Shared his opinion about Joe Rogan and Spotify misinformation controversy. Because if there's anybody that we needed to weigh in on the Joe Rogan and Spotify misinformation controversy, it was the man himself, John Cooper. John Cooper, who serves as frontman for the Christian rock band Skillet, took to Twitter on Monday to weigh in on the recent controversy surrounding the Joe Rogan Experience, which centers on the claim that Joe Rogan's podcast perpetrates COVID-19 misinformation. Take the guesswork out of a building. No, screw you. I don't know who you are. Let's see what he says. Including some high-profile content creators already. What does he say? Where's John Cooper's? Do they just not like talk about it here? Or they just like making me read this whole long thing right now? There's that. This isn't even what I was talking about. I was talking about some of the other stuff. Part of a larger debate, tech companies, social media platforms. Skills John Cooper entered the conversation. Here we go. About the misinformation on Monday with a tweeted picture of himself and his wife alongside the hashtag Marriage Monday.
Oh, what? What have I come back
so
to?
if you
Marriage Monday?
So you just came back to me reading this article I found saying Skills John Cooper shares his opinion about Joe Rogan and Spotify misinformation controversy, and apparently he decided to weigh in on his on this tweeted picture of himself and his wife saying hashtag Marriage Monday, and it looks like he says, for those who want Spotify to act dangerous misinformation, are you going after artists who claim that sexual liberation brings freedom? That is a lie, Cooper said. Cooper then pointed out societal rises in suicide and depression, as well as declining marriage/birth, divorce, abortion, crime, prostitution, pornography, sex, trafficking.
But those are all good things, Kyle.
Well, hold on. Back up real quick. Sex trafficking.
Okay, not that one. Oh, no.
There we go. Look what you've done.
No.
All right, guys. This is the last episode. Last episode of Not Very Radio here. Thank you guys for tuning in.
No, there's an out of context clip that's going to get me fucking canceled. Oh, God. Fucking John Cooper, man.
Can't get the song My Band out of my head. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I saw that when I got back, and, like...
I forgot about that song.
What was that, D12?
Yeah, D12 and Eminem, who was part of D12, but since he was so popular, they had to, like, add him to D12
say, like,
and Eminem.
Tweeting this clip, canceled. Oh, no.
Look what you've done.
We're done for. I straight up didn't even hear that, and I was just like, yeah, but that's all good stuff.
All you heard was sex, and you said, that's good.
Yeah, I heard, what was it? Decline in birth, good thing.
Divorce.
Increase in divorce, good thing.
Crime.
Abortion, great thing. Crime, amazing. Pornography, we all love it.
It's hot.
Prostitution, get that bag, queen.
More like Protestant to something. I tried.
I just heard Joe Rogan causes sex trafficking. I'm not going to confirm nor deny, but I'm also going to say I wouldn't be surprised.
I would love to hear John Cooper weigh in on that comment you just made.
What? That all the things that I just said are good, like crime?
Well, no, the Joe Rogan causes sex trafficking. I think hearing we got more?
Oh,
John
yeah.
Cooper warns critical race theory.
Critical race theory?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna have a hoot and a half.
It looks like you're on oh yeah, bro.
Blaze
you're on a
Media.
You're on a conservative ass website.
Oh, so this is like him being epic and standing up for
like,
something.
John Cooper is an epic man as he speaks out against woke liberals.
All right, I knew that I wanted to be a light to the world, and I wanted to share the gospel of Christ. Also, if we find the controversy I'm talking about, he declares war on deconstructualized Christianity. So the wanting to be a light.
Yeah.
And I believe a part of that is loving people and helping the poor and so on and so forth. But there were things about social justice movements that gave me a lot of red flags.
Red flags.
There's just some red flags about social justice, man. Like, I love helping people, but not social justice. Ooh.
Yeah, man, that gay marriage is quite the red flag.
Oh,
I'll tell you what.
The Bible's been saying that's wrong ever since the 1900s.
Yeah, the Bible's been saying that's wrong since like 1946, so it has to be true.
I thought it was the 1940s.
Yeah, it was I think 46 I learned recently.
It's something like that, yeah.
Gay marriage being a problem was actually like, or they started trying
They
to spin the
switched
Bible
it,
into
yeah.
saying gay marriage was a problem.
Because they wanted
when
to be pedophiles.
It was literally saying like don't commit adultery.
Well, I heard people were saying it was meant to be like don't touch little boys, but then they're like, oh, it means don't touch any boys.
Well, the Catholic Church likes that, so.
Yeah, well, that's why they changed it. I think we had our first fully educated adult group that was totally indoctrinated in academia, into woke ideology, into social justice, into critical race theory, into all of these things. And they basically imported the secular definitions of these words into Christianity, Cooper said. So people like myself and most normal people Oh, we're definitely like trying to target somebody here. Your average person
Mm-hmm.
going to church didn't realize that we were talking about two different things. What is? I don't know what we're talking about, to be honest.
It's because he's talking about nothing, dog. Like, he's straight up talking in circles about fucking nothing.
What kind of Christian isn't against racism? I mean, duh. That's why Christian or racism doesn't exist. It's because Christians just, because John Cooper's here.
Yeah. Christianity would never be used in a racist context.
Uh huh.
On
Or
an
an oppressive
unrelated note, don't
context.
look up copies of the Bible from the 1800s. Don't do that.
But I need to know what you mean when you say you oppose racism so that I know what I am marching for or what I am standing up for. Can we have a definition of terms? Do you oppose racism? Can you define racism for me?
God.
Some good stuff. I'm having a lot of fun right now just reading this.
I like how all the dude had to say is just, I'm not racist,
Mm-hmm.
and he would have never had a problem in his life.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
But
like,
instead
would
he
have said,
said, "Of course I'm not racist, but like if you ask me if I oppose racism, I need you to clarify some things."
yeah, I'm gonna need some context on this whole am I racist thing.
They were going
Oh
along
my
with the
god.
terminology without understanding what they were going into. And now I think it's becoming very clear, Cooper said, of the woke language. We're having a bit of a church split because a lot of
The
people.
woke language.
I love the word woke. I think it's hilarious.
Woke is some of the funniest shit ever.
Yeah. We're having a
Cause
church
like,
split. Sorry, I want to finish this real quick, then you can go.
yeah,
Because a lot of people really believe one way, and a lot of people believe another way. I think we're seeing a civil war in the American church over social justice.
a
Uh,
civil war in the American church.
oh, Johnny. Where I'm gonna pull him
Oh
up. Oh, that's not him.
no.
Here we go.
So yeah, basically, oh my god. My favorite part is that just like his wife is in the band. Yeah, that's the
Mm-hmm.
John Cooper I know. That's
Uh,
the John Cooper that literally had a touring bassist for like most of the songs because he just couldn't play these simple ass skillet songs while also singing.
was he the bassist?
Oh yeah,
I did not know.
at
I
least in the music videos,
I
anyways.
always just assume that like if you're singing, you're also the guitarist, and that's bassist of
I
me.
I will say from somebody who's done both,
Sorry.
it's definitely easier to play guitar and sing at the same time because like rhythm guitar is never too difficult.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're just like
Bass, you've got to like
strumming
hit
on
a
the bass,
precise note, Like
yeah. If you're
rhythm,
not,
you can just strum.
if you're just doing like basic stuff on the bass, it'd probably be easy. You know,
Yeah.
if you're just,
All right. So back to the pinnacle of Christian music.
he's right
Kyle, have
here.
you ever?
He's on screen.
Oh no.
He's right
That
there.
that man did have that man had a chokehold over the
Mm-hmm.
Christian music scene in 2010.
He did, and I
Absolutely did.
I just want to say one more thing because I've seen so many TikToks of that video where he's like, we have to declare war against the deconstruction Christian movement, as he's up there playing hard rock music covered in tattoos, as if he didn't have to deconstruct
Yeah.
his faith himself to
As if that
justify
wasn't
tattoos.
I was going to say as if that wasn't like the exact thing that Skillet was
Mm-hmm.
on the come up. That's my favorite thing
Mm.
about it is it's all contradictions.
It's
Like
all just. It was cool when I was young, but now I hate change because I'm old.
yeah. Like it's all so like contradicting himself
Mm-hmm.
because he'll say shit like that. Or like saying the Joe Rogan thing, I heard that he was being like, "Oh, I'm fighting for like free speech. Anybody should be able to say what they want and like all that kind of stuff." But then
Mm-hmm.
these deconstructed Christians who are trying to be like, "Yeah, you don't have to do that or like any of
Mm-hmm.
that." Then he's like, "We got to declare war."
Which is just a little bit of a harsh
Yeah.
words to use.
Yeah, man, just like where's this guy's publicist? Like where is the person that's going to tell him not to say stupid shit? That's what I
Yeah.
want to know.
Well, they're probably on his side. They're like, yeah. Like, no one's talked about your band in 10 years.
Yeah, yeah. Nobody's talking about Skillet until John
You're,
Cooper
you're
started
bringing it
mouthing
back.
off. So we're kind of contributing to the problem, but I mean, who cares? Nobody's watching this
Mm.
anyways, except like my girlfriend and like
And Nick,
Nick.
thanks for the watch.
Gotta be Nick.
Appreciate it.
But yeah. So Kyle, have you ever heard of Creation Festival?
No, but please tell me it's just Vans Warped Tour, but for Christian bands.
Oh, yes, it is. So, 2010, I had just come off my first. Oh no.
Oh, you're looking
Yep,
at
that
Nick's
that
comment.
he did. That he did.
Yeah. I was like, I don't even know
Yep.
if I want to start talking about that. That's too much to
No,
unpack.
I'm not getting on that topic tonight. But anyways, so 2010, coming off my first ever concert, Toby Mac and Skillet, absolute banger act, uh,
Mm.
incredible shit, truly. My youth group then goes, "Hey, we're doing another thing like this in the summer, except it's going to be to something that's even bigger than what we just went to." And that was Creation Fest.
That was Van's Creation Fest.
Yeah, as Kyle stated, Creation Festival was literally just Christian Vans Warped Tour. And like it took me a while to find like the artists that play the year I went, but it's, oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. So, on this lineup,
Mm.
we've got obviously the two headliners, day 1 and day 2, are Skillet and Toby Mac, the two that are just on top of the world right now. We've also got some certified certified congregation classics, I'm going to call them, of Casting Crowns, Chris Tomlin, and the David Crowder band. Like if you've ever been to a church, you have heard those.
I've heard Chris Tomlin before.
You have heard Casting Crowns. I'm
There
telling
is
you,
a good
Kyle.
chance I have, yeah.
You have
Oh,
definitely heard Casting Crowns.
I think a lot of it was just like the people that listened to it at my church. I was like, they're the cool, like they're not my scene, so that music probably isn't my scene.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was, I
It
think
was
that was
very like
my.
light, like worshipy music.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, some of the biggest names in Christian music. Also, Newsboys I would kind of group in with that as well. They were
Mm-hmm.
there and they had like just gotten a new vocalist, and so that was kind of
Mm-hmm.
hype.
They sound familiar.
Um,
I think I've heard them before.
yeah, Newsboys are actually pretty sick. I want to say they had a song I really liked.
Mm.
Oh, dude, I forgot about Jeremy Camp. I'll get around to that eventually. Um, but yeah, and then you got like some of the harder acts that they had. And like these are like, lesser known bands, but they're a little bit like, more on like the more alternative rocky side.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got
Uh-oh.
Switchfoot has already been mentioned, banger band. Red has already been mentioned, probably the heaviest band that was at this thing this year. And none other than a band that I think we need to discuss in a second, Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Family Force 5.
Ooh. Ooh,
We're going to get
chills.
to that in a second.
Felt the chills.
So not only did they have like 3 or 4, I think at that point, stages of like bands playing all day, every day of this like Vans Warp Tour type experience that you
Mm.
could camp out at, I might add.
So it's Firefly
Like,
then.
yeah, it's Vans Firefly, or
Mm.
it's Christian Firefly, basically. um, there was also the Fringe stage, which had lesser known acts. Actually, I think this was all rap acts.
Mm.
So we could probably get into some of the Christian rap for a sec here.
Oh
Or like
boy, that's probably what I got into more.
Christian,
I wasn't heavy into it, but like that's where I can not name drop.
yeah. So we've got like the Fringe stage, which features Group 1 crew, which banger. Bangers. Like literally just some of the like it's just good. Uh Seabird, the classic crime, R Swift, I remember. I don't know why I
Mm-hmm.
remember that name, but I remember that name. And who else should this stage feature but Brian Head Welch, formerly of Korn? I'll
Was
tell
he
you what.
Christian?
Oh yeah, this was during his like Christianity arc where he was like, I've converted and I am no longer a sinful man from the band Korn. And
Did he leave Corn for it?
I think he left Korn during that. Hold
Did
on.
he know it's not that deep?
I'm going to the Korn Wikipedia page. This might
The
be a mistake.
Cornupedia. The
Yeah, Korn
Cornucopia.
Wikipedia. The Cornucopia.
Oh, there we go. KJ12. Is that the King James version? Are we talking about
Uh
Bibles? Was that a band?
Yeah, KJ12 band members.
Rapper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right around then, yeah, Brian Welch guitars and backing vocals the entire way through. So he starts it in like, 93, 94 when Chord starts.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves in like 2005 and that begins his like Christianity arc. He leaves Korn and like from 2005 to like 2013 is gone. And then he comes back into Korn
Was he
after
still
he's like
Christian or did he bail
I
out?
don't think so. I think he said, "Nah, not for me anymore," and came back.
Interesting.
Take a look in the mirror and departure of Brian Welch in early quitting the band in front of a crowd of 10,000. I was addicted to methamphetamines and tried everything, rehab stuff on the internet. Nothing helped me do it. I was trying to quit on my own and couldn't. Um,
What's that?
Church was my last. Here we go. Here we go. I could not quit. Church was my last shot. I would sit in church high on drugs. I would wonder why people would go up to the front after service. But one day it was for me. I said to God, show me how to quit.
Well,
Yeah,
that's sweet if
basically.
he got the
So
help he needed then.
yeah, I mean, it's good that he found help and like kicked the meth habit.
Mm-hmm. Good for that.
Oh, oh, KJ52. Yes, yes. Oh my God, Kyle. There's no way you don't know who this is.
I don't think I do.
No
And I
way,
got I got fairly deep into the. I don't know how I missed them because like
bro.
I had like the Cray, Tadashi, Andy
Dude, yeah, yeah,
Mineo,
yeah. Yo, there's
Flame.
literally he has a song called Mental featuring Tadashi and Soul Glow Activator.
Hold on.
Yo, what
Mental
what was
maybe
the
sounds
song?
familiar.
I'm trying
KJ.
to find the album.
Shit, I'm gonna pull it up on my phone so I
Oh,
don't.
it was he did that. Oh my, ooh, it's so good. I
Let's
need
ruin my
you to play this over
Spotify.
stream, bro.
You
I
need me? All
need you
right.
to play it
I think
over
it. I
stream.
think it might cut out over you because you guys come out of the same audio, but I will do it.
Yes, off of 5-2
Which one am I
television.
doing?
Oh my, he did that.
He did
Yo, just
that.
look at the fucking album art for 5-2 television.
Which one's that on?
The album 5-2 television.
5-2
He
television.
played locally. I think I remember that. I think I remember somebody going to that in high school, maybe. And I was like, wait, I know who that was. I didn't know he was still doing shit. Yes, dude, I totally forgot about KJ. He came to Mount Zion. Yeah. That was another thing. Like, straight up, like, Christian artists would just play churches. Like, I saw the Afters, who I think had a pretty big song one time, just like at this random church.
I'm gonna. This should be coming through now, so I
Yeah,
can get
I'm
demonetized.
muting. Yeah,
This sounds terrible.
it's
This I
it's
get
an
the Eminem
experience, bro.
comparison.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, not only
I'm
that, but like
skipping
he
through.
does rap fast, I think, like Eminem, so that's like where also the
Mm-hmm.
comparison comes from. He
Yeah,
wrote
that's a.
he wrote a song called Dear Slim.
No. What do you do? Say stop it. Stop saying those bad words.
Stop saying bad words and
Uh
stop
huh.
dissing God.
Yeah, but you can keep dissing the gays though. They're fine. We don't like
Yeah.
them here.
Dude, oh. Nick, I am
Satire.
so happy you're here because that just pulled a memory out of my brain that has been sitting there for so long.
Not sure he
Oh
used the
my
wrong
God.
gay word. Oh yeah. We don't talk about that word.
Well, yeah, 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 yeah.
I forgot that word
The
existed. That's why I was like, what?
yeah, the the slur,
Yeah.
if you will. Yeah, yeah, I think KJ was at that Creation Fest, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so Creation Festival was a wild experience. Kyle has a picture of me at it with Toby Mac, which was like, the highlight of my. What was I? How old was I on? Wait a second. I can figure this out. I can do math. I'm gonna be 20. I'm 24 now in 2022, and this was in 2010.
You
So
should have been
12 years
13.
ago, I would have been 12.
12 or
I'd have been
13, yeah,
12 or
depending on
13.
when.
Yeah, I think it was the summer, so I might have been 13 at the time. But Kyle's got a fantastic picture that I sent from Facebook of 13-year-old me with my hero Toby Mac at Creation
Do
Festival. And like,
you want me to
man,
pull it
just
up?
yeah, with my autographed hat.
All
I
right.
want to read. I need
Hopefully this
can
works
I
well.
zoom in?
It's gonna ruin
I
everything,
think I
but
need to open that image.
how do I go? Oh, here it is.
Hold on,
How does that look? Oh, we kind of got a picture there.
Open image, new tab. Now I need to zoom in. How do I zoom in? Is it just like plus or something? Yeah. Oh, there's like half my face.
Yeah. I'd have to like recrop the whole thing, but if I do that, you can kind of.
Yeah, you can
It's
see enough
close
of it
enough.
there.
Yeah.
We can see what we're looking at. Also, by the way, what I'm wearing in that picture, shirt wise, is my Little League baseball jersey for the San Francisco Giants because I was on the Giants that year. Um, God,
Yeah. No.
Christianity was a interesting time in my life. Fun fact: I was also a really horrible person at this point in my life.
I mean, you don't learn empathy until you're like what, 20,
No, not at all.
19,
Not at
18?
all.
No, I'm just kidding. But
Not
yeah,
at
no, when you're
all.
young, you don't fully got those,
Yeah, no, I was an absolutely horrible person at this point in my life.
But you listened to
Funny though,
Skillet, so it's okay.
that
And
I
Toby
did.
Mac.
That might have been why I was a horrible person. I was listening to Skillet.
Yeah, you're like, I think Joe Rogan's fine.
I didn't know who Joe Rogan was until like a couple years ago, and I was like, "Oh, this dude's got a podcast. Interesting."
I get him and Alex Jones mixed up, and I don't know the
It's
difference.
same thing.
And I'm pretty sure
I'm
they
kidding.
are the
It's
same.
not the same thing.
Aren't they both grumpy
But
old bald people who talk about
Alex Jones isn't
wrong
bald.
opinions on the internet? Is he not bald?
No, he's not bald.
Oh.
No, he's the one with the that release chemicals into the water to turn the frickin' frogs gay. Yeah, that's Alex Jones.
Yeah, I thought that was him. But
He's what, Infowars, I think it is. I don't fucking
I
know.
can't remember. But I can
But
imagine
yeah,
I can imagine like any words I think that either of them say coming out of vice versa's mouth, if that makes sense. Like I can imagine
yeah.
like if you told me that the turning the frogs gay thing was what's his face? Joe Rogan, I'd believe you. That's fair.
Alex turned out to be right about a few things, but so would anybody if they spit out just a conspiracy every second.
Just
Yeah.
at the Simpsons on that.
Yeah, literally. If you just literally try everything, you'll be right a couple of
Mhm.
times. Blind or broken clock is right twice a day, right? That's what they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
Um, maybe three times if it's running too fast. But
Well,
yeah,
no,
Chris.
it's a broken clock because it doesn't move. So then in real time it passes it twice. It's not.
I see.
That's what I always assume though. I don't think it means that's just moving too fast. But that's actually an interesting way to
I
look at
figured it
it.
was like moving too fast or too slow or something.
If it moves too fast, it could be right a lot more times than 2 times a day. That's crazy to think about.
You're right. You're right. All
All
right.
right, sorry.
So getting back on my off my tangent here about clocks and shit. Um, fucking what is it? Christian Firefly.
We are at Christian Warp Tour, yeah.
Yeah, we at the Christian Warp Tour. I am loving my little life. I'm getting yelled at a lot because I kept wandering off to just go like watch music and stuff.
You were looking for God.
Yeah, I was looking for God,
Mm-hmm.
and like I'm not gonna lie, I was probably I was 13. I was looking for Christian women.
Mm-hmm. Christian women to hold hands
I
with.
may or may not have at that festival bought a shirt that said "I love hardcore Christian girls." And there's definitely evidence of me wearing that shirt on the internet. Oh, yeah, I'm looking at a picture of it now.
Can you send that one in?
No, because there are other people in that picture that are not
uh
famous, and I'm not doxing them.
okay.
But I assure you, the shirt exists, and it's bad.
That's a good shirt.
And I kept it much longer than I should
You
have.
got rid of it?
Yes,
Dude, that's a pajama shirt right there.
that's a that's a funny shirt. If anybody has another one of those, maybe I should look for
Just go
another
on
one.
Redbubble.
Yeah, somebody got to make it.
Yeah.
Anyways, so that was one piece of merch I bought. The next piece of merch I bought was much more significant, being that it was August Burns Red's album Messengers. And this is where I kind of started to form my own taste in music, and it was no longer just like whatever the youth group likes, whatever my dad likes. I found the August Burns Red CD. My buddy Mark had mentioned them a bunch of times to me, and like I heard Truth of a Liar for the first time, and it was game over. Like, man. So I really, really was into August Burns Red for like a good while. Loved them, but never really got into anything else. And then what really took me off the path of Christianity eventually was the Warp Tour compilation.
Why was that?
So I had heard
Oh
rumblings
wait,
of Warp Tour.
you don't mean took you out of religion. You just mean took you out of the religious music scene.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
like
okay. I thought
got
you were like
me.
you listened to the Vans Warped Tour CD and was
This
like,
is where the
nah.
pipeline was completed. So like, I've been kind of dabbling in some of the metalcore and
Mm-hmm.
like
Goodness gracious,
that
that was
kind
a
of stuff.
mess.
Obviously, I was a fan of like Fall Out Boy, Green Day, and Linkin Park at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But those were the only other bands that I really like called my own at that point in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I got the Warp Tour 2011 compilation. And can I find this real quick? 2011 comp. Yeah, it's here. It's here. The oh boy,
The
I
memories are
can't
just
tell if
flooding
this is
back.
Spanish or Portuguese, but the
Oh.
description is in a different language.
Mm-hmm.
So I find this CD in Target one day,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm with my mom shopping. And whenever my mom took me like shopping anywhere, she know I didn't want to go because like I could just be playing video games, but she was like, I don't want to be bored. Let me take my fucking kid with me.
Mm-hmm.
So she was like, if you go shopping with me, I'll buy you a little something. It was usually funny enough, it was usually like a manga. I would buy like
Mm.
Naruto volumes.
Nice.
Yeah, further
Nerd.
cementing the fact that I was a fucking loser in sixth grade, um, and seventh and eighth, because I really kept it going, and then became a loser in high school to finish Naruto like over the course of a couple weeks,
Mm-hmm.
like all of it, all 700 chapters.
Mm.
I was finishing it as it was coming out.
I think I remember you talking about it.
Yeah, dude, it.
Was that like
I
what,
still love
junior
that
year?
shit. Yeah, I think it was junior year.
Yeah. I remember I tried to watch Naruto because of you, like a year or two ago. I think I'd messaged you. I was like, I'm gonna start watching Naruto, and I got like 2 episodes in. And I was like, I can't do this right now.
Bro, the original run it's so near and dear to me. It's not I don't think it's that great
Mm-hmm.
anymore, but it's so near and dear to me that I can't help but love it.
Yeah, I think I would have liked Shippuden better once they're adults, but like, I thought Naruto was kind of annoying as a child, and I just
Haha, they're 15. Anime
close
has
enough.
done it again, Kyle.
Either way, just not like a child that's just like, haha, boobies. I mean, granted, that's probably all animes. To be fair, has like a boob joke in there here and there,
No,
but
that's only like so the first couple episodes of Naruto are kind of like that.
mm-hmm,
Eventually it ramps up and gets really really good.
mm-hmm. Well, that's like a
Like
lot of the stuff I've seen. Like, I'm like, that looks really cool.
yeah.
It's
No,
just,
you got to push past the first couple of like embarrassing episodes, but you
mm-hmm,
do unfortunately have to watch them.
yeah,
It's not like Sword Art where the beginning of it's really good and then all of a sudden they're like, haha, incest. I'll
yeah.
never forgive them for that.
Sort of got weird real quick.
Yeah, I hate it. So, anyways, we've got the Warp Tour compilation, and this is what completes the pipeline.
mm-hmm,
Is I find this CD and I'm like, huh, you know, I recognize a lot of these artists that are on here.
mm-hmm,
Like I knew about Paramore at the time because of Rock Band.
yeah,
Um, I was like, wait, August Burns Red is on this. Um, there were some other ones that I definitely knew about. I think I kind of knew about A Day to Remember, but I hadn't listened to them at that point.
mm-hmm,
But yeah, like August Burns Red was on it, Paramore was on it, and it was like $10 for 50 songs.
mm-hmm. Oh,
And
nice.
I was like, damn, like that's such a good deal. How could I not do this?
Mm-hmm.
God, it put me down on the wrong path in life.
A pop punk path.
Uh-huh. Oh yes. Oh yes. But yeah, it completed that pipeline of like, I've heard these like Christian metalcore bands.
Mm.
I'll watch them now. You know, like okay, what is this? Boom, I'm listening to fucking, you know, Devil Wears Prada, still a Christian band. Asking Alexandria, Attack Attack, questionable whether it was a Christian band or not.
Well, that was the
You
question
know,
I was going to ask you is how many of these bands now are not Christian bands?
so that's the fun thing about it is a lot of these bands started as Christian bands. So like Prada started as a Christian band. Attack Attack was. August Burns Red still is. They're one of the ones that have continued on and have not been annoying about it,
Respect.
which is the wild thing. A lot of them got really annoying if they were. Like
Mm-hmm.
Memphis
Skillet.
Mayfire got really. Yeah, Skillet got. Well, Skillet was
Obviously.
always kind of on the obnoxious side because they were like the real Christian band type of
Mm-hmm.
thing. These were like the Christian bands in disguise, where
Yeah.
like you would never know they were a Christian band unless you like knew anything
Are
about
they
them.
like the ones that how do I put this? Like I got in like a couple years ago I got into Manchester Orchestra and they're like a Christian band in like in terms of like the members, at least a couple of them, I don't know how many are Christian. So
Yeah.
sometimes their lyrics deal with like religious, themes,
Uh
but like they don't always talk about it. Like that's
yeah, like
mm,
that's what August Burns Red was. That's what Prada was. That's what Under Oath was.
mm-hmm.
Other than one particular song of Under Oaths I can think of. But that was when I started to get into a lot of this music, and that was like the pipeline. And I know there was a lot of other like kids my age that's exactly what happened. Like you started off with like Skillet, you're then like, okay, like that's pretty cool. Let me listen to Red real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sick. What's this August Burns Red stuff about? All right, awesome. And then you're balls deep into like asking Alexandria,
Mm-hmm.
talking about some real horrible shit. Um, just listen to Not the American Average if you don't know what I'm talking about. That
Mm.
dear God, that fucking song did not that that song aged like milk.
Ooh.
It's bad. It is bad. But
Gotta love
yeah,
it.
um, let me keep looking here. Because Attack Attack questionable whether they were a Christian band. I think of Mice and Men kind of started as one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. August
I feel
Burns
like I feel
Red.
like I heard you say they were at some point, probably like in high school or something.
I don't know because Attack Attack was very much a Christian band when Austin Carlisle was in it. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if he kept that going in Of Mice and Men.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know the guy was in this both bands.
Uh huh.
That's fancy.
Dude, members of Attack Attack have gone on and made like the biggest bands in the music scene, and it's
Mm.
so funny because like that band had all the tools, it made all the music, but people just shit on it because it was new and it was doing something different.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was like, "We don't like this. It's weird."
It's different. Scary.
Who else? Nobody else in this one.
Yeah, see,
But
I
like,
I did not
me-
have like this music scene that you had growing up. Like I missed out on so much stuff just 'cause like I didn't have people to really show me stuff. So like when
see, I didn't either. I just found them from this Warped Tour compilation, and
mhm,
then like I met Jesse in high school,
and everything
or
changed.
rather was reunited with Jesse in high school because we went to elementary school together.
Mm,
And then he started to be the one that would show me all the new music. And then I kind of found other ways to like find new stuff. And then like eventually when I got Spotify, it became way easier to find new shit
it's
because like
fantastic.
you just throw on your daily mixes and they throw you like new artists that they're like, this kind of sounds like that. Fuck it, have
Mhm.
some.
That's what I used to do in on iTunes is I would find like I'd go to an artist I liked and then I'd scroll down to where it says other people listen to and then I would click on that album or song and I'd listen to it and then if I didn't like it I would click on something else and that's how I would try to find stuff because I didn't like I wasn't in social groups that could tell me.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Uh,
But yeah, what else? Oh, we gotta talk about. So I forgot there's another band on that Warped Tour compilation.
mm.
I don't think oh, it's not on this.
I have a
It must have
side
been
question real quick.
deleted.
Was Panic at the Disco a thing for you yet?
Kinda at this point.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, actually they very much were. So funny enough, Panic was a thing for me at this point,
Mm-hmm.
but only pretty odd because that was the only one I was able to get from the the library.
And you said,
That was where I
"Whoa,
got like all my music from was from the
really?"
library. So everything that I got was like, yeah, I had to get it from the library so I could
Mm.
download it and then put it on my iPod.
And you said, "This sounds like the Beatles. It's my favorite thing ever."
I I don't hate Pretty Odd. Here's the thing. I don't think that they've made an album that was great since Fever, but again, I don't hate Pretty Odd. It's a good
Mm.
one.
That's fair.
Um, but yeah. And like I was very, very into Panic, but I had never listened to Fever You Can't Sweat Out until high school.
Mm.
High school when our good friend Tiffany, God bless her soul, lent me her deluxe edition of Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Again, an album that came out in 2005, and there's no way you can find that shit anymore. She just lent it to me. And like we had maybe so she actually went to like the church I went to growing up, and that's how we
Mm.
kind of knew each other. She lent that to me after like having known me for maybe like 2 weeks. But it's
Really?
because she was like, wait, you've never listened to Fever? Like, you've got to listen to this shit. It's so much better than like anything they've ever done. And by God, she was right. But
That's
yeah, like it is amazing that after knowing me for like 2 days, she either trusted me enough to lend me that, or was really just like, I gotta spread the word about Panic.
she just might not have known that it was like hard to find.
No, I think she knew because it
Mm.
definitely was not the normal like album cover for Fever You Can't Sweat
Gotcha.
Out. But like, yeah, she was just like very determined, and I was like,
Mm.
all right, change my fucking life as well. Banger album. But yeah, it was so funny that that happened. But yeah,
Mm.
and that's like how it kind of kept spiraling from there.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, like I don't listen to any of these bands anymore. Mainly because most of them haven't really been making music I like care for in recent memory.
Mm-hmm.
Like August Burns Red has continued doing the same thing for the last like 20 years at this point.
Yeah.
And like I'm just not that into it anymore. Like it's impressive. They're still really good musicians, but
Mm.
like I don't really care for it anymore. Prada actually makes some sick shit these days still.
Mm.
There were ones that I like fell out of and then came back into a little bit.
Mm.
Does Asking Alexandria still exist? Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, they put out an album in 2021.
Oh.
Interesting. I'm sure it's like I'm sure it's like Red State Festival Radio Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what the fuck? What? No.
Are you listening
No.
to it?
No, I'm just looking at the fact that they put out an album in
Mm.
2019, 2020, and 2021.
They're really getting into it.
What the fuck?
They're really grinding. They're trying to be King Gizzard of the Christian community.
Dude, what? I don't get it. I what? I didn't even think they made music anymore and they put out 3 albums in the last 3 years.
You know, quantity over quality.
That's insane, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like but yeah, like most of these bands either don't put out things that I care about anymore
Mm.
or like don't exist.
Yeah. Most music
Like
I've listened to when I was younger, I don't necessarily think is that good anymore.
there's some of it that stands the test of time, and I think that
Mm.
is attributed to just how good of music it is. Like
Mm.
all the four Fall Out Boy albums, I still love.
Yeah. That's you had a much wider array of music younger, whereas me, I'm like
That's fair.
Skillet.
Like a good amount of these, like I'll be honest, Family Force 5 is very much still a guilty pleasure for me.
Oh,
They're
it's
just
yeah.
funny, which
They're
we
fun.
haven't gotten to them yet.
Yeah, we haven't really stopped to actually talk about them.
Oh my God, yeah, we gotta stop and talk about them
When
for a
when
little
you
while.
showed me them, that changed my life. That was my core
Wait,
memory.
I showed you Family Force 5?
I feel like you did.
I thought you knew about them before I was
If
in
I
your life.
knew, I might have known like one song and had said, "Oh, this song," and then you went, "There's so much more. Check it out." And that's when like, I started looking at like some of their other stuff. I think that's what happened. I think I just like found one song. I was like, "Oh," because at that point I was talking to you. I was like, "Oh yeah, I
Oh,
heard a 1,000 foot crotch." And then I
God.
probably came in being like, "I'm gonna impress Paul with my Family Force 5 name drop."
Dude. Oh my god. Family Force 5. I if there is out there, I have never heard it, but I don't think there's another band like them.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's another band that was doing it the same.
Well, that was the thing, wasn't it? Like whether it was good or bad, it was interesting and fun
It was
and
unique
silly.
to say the least.
Yeah.
So if I'm the one that told you about them,
Mhm.
then absolutely it was around the time of the release of 3, which I think is probably like obviously Business Up Front, Party in the Back
Mhm.
has the bangers on it, but I think 3 is their most well-rounded album.
I think I was incorrect on you telling. I think I did find like one song first, and then you told me to
Okay.
look up more because I
Okay.
think by the time I found him, you were like, "Oh, Soul Glow like left already." I'm like, "Who the heck is that?" He's like, "That's the main leader
Uh
guy." Because I think I might have found like
uh
Chainsaw or something, and you're like, anything you hear after that, either that or was Cray Button. I don't remember. I found one of those, and you were like, that guy left,
I'm
and
gonna
he was
find
the
out real quick.
coolest. And I was
I'm
like,
looking at
really? And so
the
that's why I was like, let me check back on the older stuff.
how do
It was probably
I see
2014 or 2015. Is probably when I found them.
Chainsaw was the last song they did with Soul Glow.
Yeah. So that's when I found him, I think.
I'm pulling up the music video. I know it's bad. I know it's bad.
No, it's got Tadashi in it, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
incredible.
it's the first one that comes up. Family Force 5 Chainsaw music video featuring Tadashi. Oh
I'm gonna
man. Are you pulling it up too?
yeah. Let's just see what happens if I type in chainsaw. Whoa, the world's most powerful chainsaw. Oh, here we go. Second one. Family Force 5 chainsaw music video.
That makes sense. I like how you have a little bit of a watched bar on it.
I'm gonna keep it
Mm.
quiet. I'll keep it nice and quiet so they don't catch us. But ooh, this
Oh my
this was the
god.
spiciest video. That's what I look
This
like now.
is
That's a sarcasm.
I'm gonna say it. Soul Glow
Mm-hmm.
kind of looks like a white Vic Fuentes from Pierce the Veil.
Yep. I can tell it. I can
Okay,
see
I'm
it.
glad we both agree on that.
Like as someone who
Look at
doesn't
him.
know much about Pierce the Veil and hasn't seen that face very often, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking
Uh
about.
huh.
So what was it? It was Soul Glow Activator, Crouton.
Crouton.
There was Fatty, right?
Yeah, there was like I don't know if it was something fatty or just fatty.
It might have been
Um,
Fatty. Hold on.
I think there
Family
was like
Force.
was it Fat Daddy or something like that? There was a something Daddy, I think.
There
Maybe
was
I'm
Nay
making that up.
Daddy.
Nay
There was
Daddy.
Nay
Yep.
Daddy. How do we?
Oh, this
Oh,
is
it's
getting
got
a
their
like for
real
me.
names. I don't want their real names. Oh,
If you
oh,
never,
they're done.
what a spiritual song. Play the Lord. Play the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Why don't we have their?
Well,
No.
this is what I thought made them so fun. Is they were like a Christian band, but they weren't like like they weren't. Not everything had to be like this super corny, thing. Like this is just them goofing off, you know. And
Yeah,
that's
like
what I
they straight up were
appreciated.
just goofing off the whole time, and I think
Mhm.
that's what I loved about it as like a kid who was like still into youth group. Was these
Mhm.
guys almost? I think there was maybe like 2 or 3 songs that actually talked about Christianity, but
Yeah.
like most of their songs were just like, "What's the wildest shit we can say and still call ourselves a Christian band?"
Yeah. Like I remember
Like Love Addict. Oh my
mhm.
god.
Yeah, like I'm telling you, like I'm dead serious. Like my youth leader played that for our group, and like we all just looked at her. Like I don't even think a single person was like, "Yeah, this is cool." Like we were all just like, "I don't think you can play this to us." And she's like, "No, it's
That
about God." And we're like, "I don't think so." And like this is like even me who like knows nothing about like sex of the sort in middle school.
Kyle, I forgot a very important step on my journey of Christian music.
Mhm.
Oh, and it's Christian summer camp.
Ooh, sounds spicy.
Christian summer camp. So this was another way that I learned about Christian music. And this is where I kind of learned about Family Force 5, but I didn't
Mhm.
get into them until 3 came out.
Mhm.
Dude, they would play nothing but Family Force 5 at this Christian summer camp.
Because they were the best.
I feel like I can name drop that camp because honestly, I have very good memories of it. And like I think I can say positive things.
Mm-hmm.
Although
If
I
if
don't want
you're
to
a
be like
young
positive about it and then like have some like scandal about it and I'm just like, ugh.
Paul here endorses said place, and he
No,
stands up and agrees with
no,
everything that they.
no, absolutely not. Actually, I recently saw one of the counselors I had there be
Mm-hmm.
like, "Yeah, I am really sorry I don't keep up with many of my Christian friends anymore. Like I have been kind of out of the religion for like a while. Like I wish you all the best. Sorry that I like haven't really been a good friend." And I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
yeah." It
sad
was pretty
times.
sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Christian summer camp. Picture this. Is sleepaway camp. And we always went, they had a dedicated middle schoolers week.
Mm-hmm.
So like no high schoolers allowed at
Yeah,
this Christian
losers.
camp. You had middle schoolers week. And like, think of what to do. So they're awkward as fuck at all times. Can you imagine a Christian middle school summer camp around a bonfire when Love Addict by Family Force 5 comes on?
Oh no. I
Oh
can imagine the
yes.
very poor dancing.
It's bad. It's bad. It's so bad. But that was like such a fun. It's like such a fun memory to look back on.
Mm-hmm.
I actually think I applied to be a counselor there at one point when we were in college, or
Really?
I thought about it,
Mm.
and then my mom kind of talked me down from it. She was like, "Dog, you haven't gone to church in like 6 months. Are you going to be able to deliver the message of God like camp wants you to?" And I was like, "Mom, you've made a very good point. I don't even believe in it anymore. I kind of
Mm-hmm.
just wanted to be a camp counselor."
Kind of just wanted to dance to Family Force 5 again around a
Yeah,
campfire.
man. They played a shitload though of like business up front, party in the back, as well as
Mm.
dance or die there. Oh
Mm.
my god, so good.
Yeah, dude. I think it was freshman year of college. I think I was still living with you, unless it was after that year ended. But my family, my mom and dad were like, "Oh, we're going to see like this." I think it was. I don't know if you heard of, because I guess it was more a modern Christian band, but I think they're called Big Daddy Weave, which is the
Oh, I've heard of
craziest
Big Daddy
name
Weave.
for a Christian band. I was not ready for that, but they're like, "Oh, we got tickets to see that, and you're going." And I'm like, "I don't even know what this music is." And then all of a sudden they're reading me who else is playing with them, and they go, "Yeah, Big Daddy Weave, Family Force 5," and I'm like, "Hold on, wait, who?" I'm like, "Who?" I'm like, "Let's go." Let's go. I think they're a little excited because they're like, "Oh, Kyle knows this band." And they get up, and then they go on, they perform, and it's just absolutely like bonkers, like because
what
at this point
what
Soul
did
Glow already
your
left.
parents do when they said, "Hold up, wait a minute, put a little love in it"?
I don't think they played that one because Soul Glow was already out, but like they played like a lot of the
Ah,
more modern ones, like Sweep the Leg. I think they played Chainsaw maybe. But like croutons literally just rolling around on the stage while performing.
see, that's the thing. If there was one thing Family Force 5 could do, it was perform.
Mm-hmm. And
This man's Soul Glow had a mic implanted in some incredible Hulk, like
that is
the
cool.
Super Smash Hulk hands,
Mm-hmm.
whatever they were called.
Yeah,
Man,
we got out of that, and I was like, "That was Family Force 5." They're like, "I wasn't too huge on that. It was a little out there." I'm like, "It's just fun."
yeah.
I still have the little necklace I got with the chainsaw on it.
Oh man, that's
Every once in a while, I
good.
look at it and go, "I should start wearing it again."
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun.
Man, what a trip down memory lane this
Yeah,
was.
it was great.
Yeah.
Mm.
But basically, to sum it all up, I'd say there's a very clear pipeline of like listening to these Christian songs and then like eventually becoming like a screamo kid like I
Mm.
did. So if you don't want your kids to get into that shit, don't force them to listen to only Christian music.
Mm. I
Yeah,
wasn't
I
when I
think
was
that's a good exactly.
when I was young. One Easter, along with like some bags of candy, my mom gave me a Kiss CD. And look at me now, I'm still a Christian.
Good lord.
Look at that.
Yeah. God, I'm just thinking about.
Good times.
I'm just watching the Chainsaw music
Just
video
watching the
now. Like,
chainsaw video.
god damn.
I would like to also, just because I like talking about him because he was such a big part of my cringy high school years, is shout out to Hobson for
Oh,
when he took his Christian turn
oh,
and
dude, we
went.
barely talked about Christian rap.
We did. Honestly, I
We
don't.
saw we I popped off for KJ5 too, but like there, I mean, I think we gotta mention Lecrae.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say outside of like name dropping, I wasn't too much in the scene, but like names like Lecrae, like he was huge. I feel like he was like the one. And then
I remember Thizzle because like I don't know why I had a song of his. I think
mm,
it might have been from like a Creation Fest CD or something like that. But
mm,
that was wild.
yeah.
Like dude was just playing like you know the type of just like early 2000s hip hop
Mm,
and like just the hardest shit you've ever heard, but like I love Jesus is most of the
yeah.
lyrics.
Yeah. I think it's funny though that how we talked about a lot of the bands that were Christian and later came out. I don't want to say not Christian, or at least like marketing themselves not as, because that's what I'm pretty sure NF did. If you've heard of that rapper, I'm pretty sure he
NF?
started out as a Christian rapper. And then I don't think he's
No, I
popular
haven't.
anymore, but like 2-3 years ago, I think like he started like getting the charts, and like it was mainly for people that like didn't really know rap. Like I don't think like actual rap fans listen to it. But a lot of people I think were just like, oh, this is some sick woke like bars. And I think he kind of like because like he moved away from just being like I'm a Christian rapper to just like I'm a rapper, and I was like I'm pretty sure I saw you with Lecrae.
Dude, well, that would make sense because Lecrae is another one of those
Really?
who, yeah, recently he's been like, I'm gonna be honest, like I haven't really like gone to church or really practiced religion in a while. I've seen some real hateful shit come out of it, and I'm just not about it anymore.
Wow.
And like his most recent album is literally called No Church in a While.
It's getting right up front with it.
Yeah, just right up front with it, just like, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, we don't do that here anymore.
Yeah, that's
Oh
crazy.
my God.
But I want to go back to the Hobson thing real quick because I always think it's
Oh
hilarious.
no.
Because after Ill Mind of Hobson 5, he kind of said like he was a Christian because he felt like God came like reached down and told him to speak that wokeness. The wokeness was just, I mean, granted, like he was black as well, but the wokeness was just kind of racist. Um, with insert, how come this group of people cannot evolve is one thing he said in the line, and then saying that they're acting like Neanderthals and that all they're interested in is fighting, rapping, and basketball, which at the time I didn't quite
Oh
understand.
no.
That's just something you just shouldn't say. But that was some of the lines in like Ill Mind of Hobson 5, which is one of his biggest songs, mind you, because it was like this big woke
What?
thing where he was kind of like kind of speaking out against like all this stuff. Yeah, he was also very. We talked about. I don't remember what the band was, but you talked about one of the bands you liked that was like very slut shamey. They were also. He was
Oh,
also
Memphis
very that.
Mayfire, bro.
Yeah, Hobson was also very like, oh, you don't want to be treated bad, then maybe you shouldn't wear that. And
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
dude, like it cracks me up looking back at some of these Christian bands that like, were like, "Oh yeah, I'm a Christian band. I love God. God loves everybody." And then specifically Memphis Mayfire, Matty Mullins gets on stage at Warped Tour
mhm,
2013
mhm,
and they're about to play the song Jezebel,
mhm.
which like is the slut shaming anthem, I will let you know.
Yeah,
And this man says out loud to a crowd of like, a Warped Tour crowd in Baltimore,
mhm.
screams at the top of his lungs, "This is a song for all those sluts who can't keep their legs closed." And holy shit, that again, this came
Oh,
out of the mouth of a man of God. Not like, oh, I'm gonna help you find your way in life, right? Nah, literally
yeah.
just this song is for all the little sluts that can't keep their legs closed.
That sounds like something like 100 Gex would say, or like some
Yeah,
hyper pop
like
star like Farca or
ironically,
Charlie
like
XCX.
that's some 100 Gex shit.
Yeah.
Like, and that would be the funniest shit if they said that.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they would do it like in a joking, ironic way.
Yeah, in the fact of if you take
Mm-hmm.
anything 100 gex says seriously, I think you're probably brain dead. But
mm-hmm. But
oh man,
Hobson,
dude, how far these artists have fallen.
yeah, I just need to finish off the Hobson circle real quick because Hobson stopped being a Christian, announced it in Ill Mind of Hobson 7, where he said that one of his reasons was because he can't wank off without getting in trouble as a Christian. And I was like, yup, the priorities, man.
Yep,
Priorities. You can't yank your chain.
he's got his priorities straight, I'd say. Good
uh,
fucking lord.
yeah, it's a good one. But I just wanted to end it on that because I just think that's
Yeah.
such a funny little note for him.
Oh my god, dude.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That was a fucking fun one,
Yeah, that
dude.
was a good one.
Goddamn. We got all over the place. I don't even know where we're gonna go next. I just really wanted to
Yeah.
talk about this and just
Mm.
Christian music in general because like it was such a big part of my life, but God, it's so not good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like some of it is really good, some of it's just so
Mm.
bad.
Yeah. Well, like I guess we talked very little about earlier. It was like I like even now like I prefer bands that like are Christian but aren't like that's not what their whole band is about. Like Manchester Orchestra, how like a lot of their songs have religious themes and stuff because they are Christian, but like they're not there to like preach quote unquote to you and try and like
Yeah, they're not trying to convert you.
yeah. It's just like they're just talking about how they're feeling and that's part of their life, And it's like, oh, it's like I relate now because I don't feel like you're trying to talk down to me or make me change my ways or something.
Yeah. Ooh, forgot about important one for what I've been listening to this week.
Mm.
Bleed the Dream, the album by Foreign Hands. Oh my god. That
Bleed
right there is
the
some metalcore.
dream.
Bleed the
That
Dream by
sounds like
Foreign
metalcore.
Hands. That it's some good shit. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, that's just some filthy, filthy shit. I love it
I'll
so
have to check
much.
that out. EP is that the EP or the song? Oh, the song
Yeah, the EP.
or the whole EP?
Yeah.
All right, I'll keep that in track. But I think we're good to wrap this one up.